Congratulations on your purchase of the Storm Wet-Dry Tank Vacuum by Mercury. Inspect your package for any visual shipping damage and carefully open the box containing your unit, being sure not to injure yourself with the sharp ends of the staples. Remove the 2-piece friction fit wand, the 10-foot vacuum hose, the plastic wrap from around the unit, and the manual. Tip the box on its side and pull the metal handle to remove the tank out of the box. Reach into the box and remove the cart along with the remaining tools. On the back of the tank there are 2 moving thumb screws on a black bracket that need to be in the upright position prior to putting your tank on the cart. Slip the black bracket on the tank over the trolley frame handle and allow the tank to slip into place on the cart. Secure the tank in place with the locking thumb screws on the handle bracket by sliding them down and tightening. Inventory your accessories to make sure you have all your tools, including the 2-piece friction fit wand, 10-foot vacuum hose, a dust brush, a crevice tool, a 16-inch floor tool, and the squeegee tool. Inspect your Storm for any visible damage. Then, open the unit and carefully set the top to the side. Remove the filter and check it for any visible damage. Make sure the tank is empty, replace the filter, and put the lid back onto the tank and secure it down tightly by snapping down the latches. Attach the vacuum hose to the vacuum port on the front of the tank so it snaps into place. Put together the 2 ends of the friction fit S-wand and attach the floor tool to the wand. One end is slightly narrower for the floor tool attachment. Now attach the wand to the other end of the vacuum hose. Your spare tools can be stored in the recessed part of the top of the tank for easy access. You're now ready to utilize the unit in the dry vacuum mode. Check to make sure both on-off switches are in the off position and plug the cord into an electrical outlet. Turn on both switches and use for dry debris removal. To empty the tank, first remove the hose from the front of the unit. Loosen the thumb screws on the back of the unit, unlatch and remove the lid and place it to the side. Remove the filter, tip the unit back, and dump debris into a waste receptacle. You can also remove the tank from the cart and carefully dump the debris into a waste receptacle. When you want to use the unit in a wet vacuum mode, you will need to follow these steps. Remove the lid and take the filter out of the tank. The filter is only used when vacuuming up dry dirt and debris. Make sure the tank is empty and put the lid back onto the tank and secure it down tightly by snapping down the latches. Attach the vacuum hose to the vacuum port on the front of the tank so it snaps into place. Take the S-wand and attach the squeegee tool to the end. One end is slightly narrower for the floor tool attachment. Now attach the wand to the other end of the vacuum hose. Now you're ready to use the unit in the wet vacuum mode. Be sure to take all the necessary precautions when working in a wet area in regard to electrical issues. If you have purchased the optional front end squeegee that mounts to the front of the unit, please follow these directions when installing the squeegee mount kit. Check to make sure you have the following parts: the caster set, the joint plate, screws, a suction hose with short hose connector, and a front mount squeegee with a nozzle holder. Flip the cart over to mount the squeegee. It mounts to the cart, not the tank. Take the joint plate and place it in the underside of the cart, putting all 4 screws on the outside and the nut and bolt on the inside. Take the long bolt in through the center slot and secure it with a nut. The 4 shorter screws go into the 4 outside slots. Now mount the casters onto the front mount squeegee. There are 2 screws for each caster. Slide the front mount squeegee onto the joint plate and tighten the black knob on the side of the mounting plate. Attach the suction hose and make sure the short hose connector snaps into place on the tank. Adjust the casters on the front of the squeegee to the floor level and you're ready to work. When the wastewater gets to a certain level, the vacuum restrictor float will stop the airflow, informing you it's time to drain the wastewater. To drain the tank, push the storm near a proper drain. Detach the dump hose located on the front of the unit and unscrew the cap while holding the end of the hose up toward the top of the tank. The wastewater will start to flow as you are slowly lowering the end of the hose toward the drain. When the water is finished draining, pull the hose back up toward the top of the tank, replace the cap, and reattach the hose onto the unit. Team Mercury really appreciates your business. If we can be of any further assistance, please give us a call.